is Chris Mahan. I'm the owner of Top Game Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu here in Richmond, Virginia. I've been training in martial arts for approximately 36 years. That includes many years in Taekwondo, Muay Thai kickboxing, and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I've been training in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for 24 years. I've been teaching since 2003. I have a lot of time on the mat, competing, training, coaching. So the difference between Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and other martial arts, it is primarily a grappling-based martial art. There are strikes involved, of course, punches, kicks, elbows, knees, but the main objective of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is to take your opponent into a space where you nullify their advantages. Say if they're taller, are better striker, better kicker, much stronger opponent, you want to close the distance, take the person down to the ground, and nullify their strengths. On the ground, you either know what you're doing or you don't. Anybody can throw a punch or a kick. Whether it's well or not, it's a different story, but everybody has a puncher's chance. On the ground, in a clinch with Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, you really have to know what you're doing, and if you don't, you're in trouble. Sure, so a typical class at our academy consists of warm-ups, drills that are meant to make your body flexible and adapt to the demands of grappling martial art like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. We don't do a whole lot of static stretching like you might see in other martial arts. We use functional movements that really replicate a lot of the moves you're going to do when you're actually grappling. So, you can start in shorts and a t-shirt, but eventually you want to get a traditional jiu-jitsu kimono or gi like the one I'm wearing now, much like a judo uniform. So if you decide to try out our jiu-jitsu program, you can expect to come in and go through the class with us up to the point that you can handle. And of course, we'll have people here to help you along on your first class. You won't be necessarily asked to do the same things that everyone else is doing because of experience level. We will have you go through the warm-ups, depending on what we're doing in class that night. If you're a beginner, we'll show you a beginner technique and you'll have some guidance from a senior level belt, either myself or some of our other more advanced students. And we'll just make sure that we're showing you some very basic, fundamental techniques to get you started and get you exposed to Jiu-Jitsu. First, you'll probably learn a little bit about the history of Jiu-Jitsu. You'll learn about the key positions in Jiu-Jitsu, and then some of the fundamental self-defense positions, escapes, attacks that you might be interested in learning in your first class. Nothing too complicated though. Children have a good mix of technical instruction, but also try to keep it fun for them, have some basic games that they can play at the end of class. But they're similar in that we still do warm-ups, we still do physical conditioning, and they still learn actual technique that they can use.